Hi, I'm Stacy Woods, Certified Specialist in Wine on Worcester's Wine Cellar on worcesterscene.com. Today we're talking about port. There are basically two different kinds of ports, wood-aged port and bottle-aged port. What is port? Port is basically a wine that is made from up to 80 permitted grape varietals. The fermentation to alcohol is stopped so that the wine has residual sugar left in it. The wine is then fortified with a grape spirit, up to 18 to 20% alcohol. Ruby port is aged 2 to 3 years in large wooden vats. It is then racked off its sediment and put into bottle. It is meant to be enjoyed young. This wine is a vibrant, juicy fruit with a peppery spice on the finish, very strong at 20% alcohol. But you might see a late bottled vintage port. This has 2003 on the label. That meant in 2003, the grapes that they put into the blend were almost good enough to be declared a vintage. So when it's not declared a vintage by the house, what they do is they continue aging it in barrel for 4 to 6 years, and then they rack it off their sediment and put it into bottle. This is meant to be enjoyed as soon as it is released. It will not age further in the bottle, and it will not develop any further mature characteristics. So LBV, late bottle vintage, you can open it, enjoy it over 2 to 3 weeks. Finally, the finest of all the ports. About twice every decade, the finest houses will take their finest lots and they will put them into barrel for 2 to 3 years. And once they come out of barrel, they age further in the bottle. Typically, they aren't released for another 10 years, and most port drinkers will keep their vintage ports for up to 20 years before they open them. This will need to be decanted. This will have a great deal of sediment in the bottom once it's finally opened, slowly decanted, and you must drink it right away since it hasn't gone through the same oxidative process as the other three before. This is Stacy Woods on Worcester's Wine Cellar, worcesterscene.com.